Hello Cardiolog Analytics users. Welcome to the Cardiolog Analytics SaaS Advanced End User Training Series. In this video, we will explain how to add slicers to custom reports, like SharePoint's tree filter, content types filter, and date range filter. We will also show you how to use these filters to get better insights from your data. The first step here is to add slicers to my report. The slicers I want to add are the portal tree filter, the content types filter, and the date range filter. We can add these filters here from the fields. To add the portal tree slicer, I will go to the portal tree category and select the SharePoint tree structure. So under the SharePoint tree, I will select the SharePoint tree structure. This will add my tree as a list. To change this into a filter, I need to select a visual called a slicer. This icon here with the funnel is a slicer. Now I extend my list, and as I can see, all the SharePoint's portals are listed here. And once I extended, let's say the SharePoint Online, I will see all the sites under the SharePoint Online. So for example, if I want to only filter by news, all the other visuals in the report will be filtered accordingly. The next slicer is the content type slicer. To add the content type slicer, go to the content type category and then select the content type hierarchy. Make sure you didn't select any of the filters on the page. Then select the content type hierarchy. That will create a new visual for you. And again, it's in the list format, so you have to select the slicer. Now you see all the content types that you can filter from. For example, if you want to only filter for documents, as you can see, all the visuals on the page have been updated automatically. Also, you can change the layout of the slicer here under the paint roller icon. So you can change the values, the hierarchy, or anything you want. The third slicer I would like to add is the date slicer. To add the date slicer, I will look for the date category. Then I will select the date field. I would like to convert this to the slicer. And now we have a date slicer that we can use to filter the report. So let's say I would like to see all the messages with a specific date range. So as you can see now, the report visuals have been updated accordingly. You can also add different fields as slicers. For example, I might want to add a slicer for search terms so that I can easily filter my report according to specific search phrases. Or you might want to create a group slicer. So let's go ahead and put a new slicer for search terms. So you search for search term, click on the field. As you can see, the search terms now have been added as a list. We can visualize this in a different visual, like for example, using the word cloud visual. And now let's unselect the existing filter and the date range. Let's say you want to only search for the word support. So once you select support, that will cross-filter all the visuals on the report. Or you want to filter only for the word support within a specific date range. Your report will be updated and filtered according to the selection on the slicers combined with the search term filter. So slicers are very useful if you want to filter your report to narrow the visualization and focus on a specific data that you want. Like for example, within a date range, or you're looking for a specific SharePoint site, or you're looking for a content type, or for example, search terms, and using the cross filter feature on Power BI, that will be a very useful tool to have more insights from your data. Another great feature in Power BI is that we can copy and paste using Control C and Control V. This means that we can take a shortcut when adding the portal tree, content types, and date slicers. And instead of building them from scratch, we can simply copy and paste them from the pre-made reports. Let's see how can we do that. I will refer to one of the existing report, which is the usage overview report. I will click on the portal tree filter, and then at the same time I'll highlight the content type and then the date range filter. Once I highlight the three of them, I will click Ctrl C to copy them. Then I will go back to my new report and click Ctrl V. I will receive the sync visual message asking me if I want to keep the copied visual in sync with the visuals they were copied from or not. In this case, I don't want them to be in sync, so I will click Don't Sync. Once I copied them, I can go ahead and immediately use them. I can filter by folders or lists, or I can filter by date range, or I can select a specific portal tree, like news, for example, and so on. So this is a great feature if you want to copy some of the existing visual in a new report instead of creating them from scratch. In the end, I would like to thank you for your time and hope you found this video useful to you. I would also encourage you to check out other Cardiolog Analytics SaaS training videos in this series to learn more about how you can fully utilize the tool and get better insights from your data.